We are approaching golden hours, so the sun is all in my face. However, that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about Jesus. Boom. So, I saw a post at some point. I said I was going to come back and revisit it, but I remember taking a note of it. And the post said, "What feels like stillness is often preparation." And I was thinking about that because I'm in a space right now where I do feel like there's a lot of stillness. I do feel like there's not a lot of movement going on. I feel like I'm doing a lot, but I don't feel like things are necessarily moving. And what I had to be reminded of is that slow progress is still progress. Slow movement is still movement. And even when things feel a little still, that doesn't mean that the Lord has forgotten. That doesn't mean that there's not still something that's being prepared. Think about this. When you're baking a cake, there's not a whole lot of movement. There's not a whole lot of popping and crisping and things like that that you can hear or that you can necessarily see. But you know that that cake is baking. And after that 20, 25, 30, 45 minutes, you know that when that timer goes off, there's going to be a cake that's going to be exactly how you plan for it to be based on if you put the right ingredients in there. The message in that, again, is that stillness is often preparation. The cake is not doing too much. You can't hear too much, but you know that that cake is being prepared for the exact moment that you're going to take it out and see that it's going to taste good and see that it is completely prepared for what the next step for it is, whether that's frosting it or whether that's going ahead and eating it. We know that there is going to be a cake and it is going to be ready at the end of that time. And so I want to remind myself, and I want to remind anyone who's listening who might be feeling kind of in the same space as me, where there's a lot of stillness going on and you're not really sure what your path is going to look like or what the Lord is going to do to move things forward for you. It might feel like this season is one that's just not too much is happening, and you're seeing other people around you and you're wondering, Lord, when is there going to be movement for me? I want to just encourage you that the Lord has a purpose and a plan for every season, whether you're still, whether you're building, whether you're growing exponentially, whatever the case may be, wherever you find yourself. Just know that any type of stillness or any season of stillness can still be used by the Lord, because we know that when that cake comes out of the oven, it's going to be exactly the way that it needs to be. And so be that cake and know that the Lord is preparing you for exactly where you need to be.